Welcome everyone on my gaming channel, March of Empires, another episode. Today I'm going to talk about reset your talents and making some traps. Both of this is combined because I'm actually planning to have a little bit mass production. Yesterday, after finishing the video about VIP, I was very crazy about getting more resources, trading resources. Actually, there was an event for this as well. And I was really unlucky with some events like a solo paragon event. This is the special event when you get extra gold and super points for your paragon. I always missing this shit. I'm very unhappy with this. You know, I only made those points only because I set up some time, then I actually gonna add to the event. So I actually waste some few speed ups on this, and the speed ups was cost me more than that 1000 gold. And a little bit unhappy with this. I always got bad luck because this event always starts so late for me. Otherwise I will, I will have a far more stronger base right now because I would be able to get extra gold and extra that paragon experience. But okay, traps are very important here in this game. It's very good to do it from beginning. Always do some kind of traps. I think the best strategy is to mix levels, but to do it from beginning, fresh one, new realm. Then you're doing the first normal basic traps. But if you are a new player in the older realm, then I suggest you to do it a little bit mix. Depends what you can do. Don't do too much of the first one because that will not really gonna protect you from the very strong players. So you're not gonna have they got too much boosts and everything else on this. But for anyone else, this is perfect. If really on the beginning of the game, fantastic to do this one. In stronger traps and better, but sometimes you need to look on the time, how long it's gonna take you to make this, and how much resources you need to spend as well. What you're gonna get in return. This is always looking on this game like almost like a business. Okay, so you can see that I actually managed to get finally to that higher level of the traps. I want to produce this, and the reason why I got this video is I'm changing all the talents. I'm gonna actually show you what I mean. It's autumn right now, so we have 15% boost on buildings. I've done the buildings yesterday. I've done whatever I can. I'm actually out of speed ups, the big ones. So, it's just like I got maybe 8 hours one, and just nothing special right now. So I set up the last building to this one for another 12 hours, a little bit over 12 days. Sorry. So I set up this building is 12 days, 12 hours. As when this is ready, then I'm gonna do something small. I got plenty of things to do here, but even farms or something which is not gonna take too much attention, like those barracks. So I'm not gonna need really talents on this or gear. So first what I did is change the gear. I'm gonna go through this. If you watch my previous videos, then you're gonna see that I got actually on this setup I'd had construction. Like this one is still from the construction. I don't have anything better right now, and I can't find anything what I can do the traps with it. The same with the swords. It's a bit sad because if you got anything for traps, you can replace on those two. Because it's a hand weapon gear. It's the same with the rings. You can use two. Actually, I'm happy with this one. Trap production is giving 48%. This ring is fantastic, but this is more for defense or when you're trying to fix it and stuff, or this level 70 of your champion. I don't have this right now, so I can't use it, but I keep it. It's very fantastic. This ring is really cool. It's construction speed 20%. Well, and I don't have anything really for this. This is one of the gear what I was lucky to get almost on the beginning first month on what I will on March of Empires. I didn't even plan to play this game that much, but it happened. Okay, so you got 25% on this one. It's a really cool thing. See, I don't have anything here, anything special. Okay, remember that I'm talking about producing the traps, not attack or defense on them. So I done the gear. Next, I was also trying to get another level my champion, especially all for this, but I didn't make it. You can see that I don't have a gold as well. I got some talents here. It's almost done. It's I should leave it that way, to be honest, just spend that 37 points, but I just want to show you how this is supposed to look like. So reset the talents. It costs less than 700 gold to reset. I would advise you to avoid this. Stack what you got, try to get more points, be more patient. I'm doing this only when the weather, for example, is changing. So until we got winter, which is extra boost for the research. So this is where I'm supposed to get my points done, and you're supposed to do the same. If your target is building, so you're doing all for the buildings in the first place. So I'm not going to make this for example on maximum. I'm going to just add 2 points. Again, 2 points. I need 3 on this one. 2 or 3? 3. Okay, and again research on maximum, because this is the main thing what is supposed to be done. I'm a little bit again in a mix, because I don't have a speed ups. So one research gonna take so many, over a week or something. In your case, it's a little bit different. Might be different. It all depends on the level where you are. Remember, some players who watching my videos can have a level 20 or even 30, or other can have much lower or just starting the game. So, I need to tell you all the things what's happening here. My main target right now is producing the traps. So adding the maximum on the traps. So let's go next here, maximum. And then we locate it, where's the next one? Right here. And which site is better. Remember to follow the correct site, because otherwise you can wasting some points. Let's get this one. I think it's quite good right now, but I think I need to increase the points right now. Yes, 5 right now. I'm a little bit worried because, if I would play this game long enough, then I would be far more stronger right now. I wouldn't have to be worried about anything. Let's get this 5 or 10 now. 5 is okay. And here, next traps around this level. This is a long way to go. Need to keep checking which angle is better, because you always have to waste some points on something which you don't want it to do. Like this is example. If you prefer to go this line, actually here we need to add it anyway. 5 points. Let's see. So we want to go with the buildings, or we're gonna go left and adventures and research. For me, adventures and research is far more better than the buildings. Because you see below after buildings is epic resource sending limit. No thanks. I prefer to have some really cool amount of resources from my adventures. This is really nice investment. And now I start from 10 to proceed. Research again max. And then we're going here. It's gonna be 25, 10. Here is the worst place for me right now. I need to add 40 to the healing speed. I don't even have too much, it has such a big army, and most of you guys probably don't have it. It's T1 doesn't need to have speed for, to make those, to heal the troops. So this is a little bit like we need to waste those points in there. Again, another level. Research is for me, so I'm going on this direction. 25. It's good to have a many, points. That's why you're trying to get your champion upgraded as soon as possible. Don't waste gold. Only on the beginning, when you're doing your champion, you're supposed to spend a little bit gold, like, adding two levels, for example, or something. Remember, then there's the other video I made it how to upgrade your champion. It's not only about hitting, stronger enemy. It's also you can fighting at encounters. Those camps are very, very good source of experience. And then it's a little bit from adventures just a little bit. Events even might provide you better, and you actually upgrading buildings and you're doing research, so everything really counts. Dark Citadel, this is a very good source. If you're not even strong, you're still trying to do the rally, still trying to join and do it, it's always going to provide you amazing amount of experience for your champion, and that's how you're doing it. Okay, so is the next one, because the game been updated, so that was supposed to be the end right here. Epic Healer was the last one, but then they came up with this, and if I want to do trap production, then, well, I'm not gonna do it anyway. First of all, I need to waste so much points right here. I need to get 40 on this one, I need to add 60 on that one, and then again here. So this is really no point, especially when if I'm gonna add trap production. That means I need to have far more resources, and I'm not really needed to make 100,000 traps in one go. This is really not necessary. So what you're doing in that moment, you're investing in a second best thing for you. So if you still want to balance buildings and research, so you're doing like this. If you want to adventures, that's what I want to do it actually. It's always good source of resources. Then that's what I'm gonna put my points on. So let's see. This one is need only 3 points here, so this is actually very good trade. This is always gonna pay off. Speed march, I actually need this, and we got adventures, fantastic. Again, always saying, don't worry about your level. This is time-consuming game. Sometimes with these tips and hints from me or other players, you can actually get growing faster and better. I always have to learn hard way. Like I said, for first month I didn't play too much of this game. For the later I start, but I was doing little bit mistakes on the way, because like I didn't have a castle, I have a different type of castle, and instead of farms I got all over the stone. And that was a mistake. I actually take that from another game, which was very similar to this, but was actually terrible. I'm not going to even say the title of it, because I'm not going to recommend it to anyone. It was awful, the most greedy game on the market. What we're doing, upkeep is very good as well. If you go to that moment when you need more troops, then that's what you supposed to invest as well. Remember guys, then try to produce T1 and T5, not any other troops. This is a waste, unless you are already on the top. But when you're gonna get to the top level of the castle, then you actually, most of the time, you already know what you should do. I got another 50 points. Where to put it? Okay, speed here. Don't see anything special here. Let's go one by one. Upkeep. Here. Okay, 16 more. In that case, I'm gonna go for trade. Here is blocked, so it's not worth it. Trade. There you go. I hope in this video I actually show you what's the point is. To reset when you really have to, when you actually get enough points to do some changes. Otherwise there is not so much of a point. If you got loads of gold, then yes, because you can, you know, switching between research or buildings. I've done it in the past. So right now, if we're gonna go and check how is the production of this stuff, gonna be much less. 7 days, 5 hours. You can see then on the beginning of this video there was something similar, but only because I already was using and I did set up some of those points. I just reset again and I decided to make the video. I still need lots of well, not so many, 4 million more, around 4 million more stone, and then 8 days 20 hours I can manage to do 44,322 those traps. So this is really fantastic. Let's see the difference in price to make this. Same amount gonna cost you almost nothing. I just want to show you the, you know, what's the differences in the prices. If you wanted those whole spikes, for example, this is going to cost you a little bit more, far more. But that's how this all works. It's the same with the troops, right? If you're going to produce T1, you know, it's difficult to compare to T5, and they actually in this game is very, you can feel the difference. Really, you can feel the difference between T1, T2, 3, and 4, 5. Remember, the best is if you're gonna training T1, T5. T4 is good, but only the range units. I'm actually gonna make a probably next video about the units. So make sure you're gonna keep checking my channel. If you got any questions, I will be gonna be happy to answer. So leave it in the comments below. Guys, make sure you're gonna subscribe my channel if you're interested to see any more videos from this game or other games what I'm working on. Remember that I'm gonna do far more titles on my channel. It just needs a little bit of time because the recording is crazy, especially when it's open world games like Ghost Recon Wildlands. This is one of my favorite games. I definitely recommend this. It's a fantastic campaign, super cooperative, and then it's also multiplayer, but multiplayer is a little bit harder. But this game is 100%. Then you can see on my channel Call of Duty World War II, which I don't recommend. Don't buy, don't waste your money. This is another game. What I'm doing is Far Cry 5. I'm still working on that. It's just when I'm gonna finish the March of Empires, then I'm gonna upload another game. It's just gonna bombarding you with the videos soon. So make sure you're gonna keep checking this. And after this, I got few plans for other games. Sometimes some of the games you might see is a little bit older, but this is only because I keep practicing on them. As they are good games, I want to show it to everyone. But from another side, this is, you know, practice for me. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.